Welcome to another edition of Beyond the Stream, where we go really behind the scenes and meet some of the interesting personalities. At HTC, Alvin Jones is in the hot seat this week.
How you doing?
Good, friend.
Glad to be here.
I want to learn about this position of yours, the Supervisor of Residential Market Development.
Okay.
Got all that on one business card, did you?
It's a lot. They had to kind of fit it all in there because I thought they were going to have a few more words, but,
That's enough.
We narrowed it down. We
gotta change the font right there. That's a mouthful. Where are you from, Alvin?
I'm from Columbia, South Carolina.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Did you grow up there, or is that just where you're from?
I grew up there.
How about that?
Yes, sir. Gamecocks all the way.
Oh, here we go. He's already shot it across the bow. Yeah. So what was it like growing up in Columbia?
It was good. It was good. I mean, like I said, that's home. None of my immediate family's from there, but, that's where I was raised. It's a good place to be.
Now, did you have a military tie?
So, funny you say that. Both of my parents were in the military, so
Okay.
That's how we ended up in Columbia, Fort
Fort
Jackson.
Yeah.
But no longer are they in it now, but yeah, so that's where we stuck it out.
Yeah, you have no family there. That was just the logical jump for me. It was like going military.
Yeah, they're from other parts of South Carolina, but that's where we
Oh,
ended up.
okay. Well, that worked out well if you're from South Carolina and end up there.
Exactly.
Well, so you didn't do any traveling. You basically just stayed there at...
Yeah, I mean, I grew
Wow.
up there, Other than my time in college, I went away to Winthrop University. Other than that,
okay.
that's where I spent my days until I moved down here.
What was Winthrop like in the day? When did you graduate up there?
That's a lot of questions, man. When did I graduate from there?
Yeah, Winthrop. Yeah, right.
I graduated in 2004 from
Okay.
Winthrop.
Oh, you're a child, man.
So
Child.
it was good, though, but Rock Hill is much, much bigger, and the school is much bigger than it was even, when I was there. But
Yeah, sure.
It's good, though.
It's a beautiful little campus.
It is.
And the Charlotte vibe kind of trickles down there somewhat. So there's a lot of opportunities with those kids.
It is a lot more now, but Charlotte was one place we used to always, go hang out like 25 minutes, up 77 from the school, so nothing too crazy.
Did you ever spend summer days at Carowinds?
We did, yes. That was always fun. Always fun. I had spent a lot of time up there.
Well, when you were growing up, what did you want to be when you grew up? I mean, did you get close with what you do now?
No. So when I was a kid, I wanted to be an architect.
Get out of here.
I was on a whole different level. I used, they like to draw, different things like that. So that's kind of how that came about. But you know how life goes. You go left, you go right. So
yeah, sure. And sometimes you just stand still.
That happens too.
And try not to get hit standing in the middle of the road trying to make a decision. That's true. You still do some of that? Dabbling around with art? Or?
I dabble. I mean, that's just personal stuff. Nothing, nothing to that extent. I kind of realized that really wasn't going to be my path, but, kind of make it like a little hobby, if you will.
Yeah, sure.
So,
yeah, that's interesting. What other hobbies do you have, Alvin? I mean, we got time to kill. We're going to know so much about Alvin Jones when somebody knows you on the street. They got conversation starters.
I'm definitely into sports. Carolina Panthers fan.
Okay.
Just, I guess, really because proximity to Columbia as a football team.
Yeah, sure.
Which really was the reason for that. I like to also actually a comic book collector.
Wow.
Yeah. So kind of, I guess, maybe the art, maybe that's what got me into it, seeing the characters and stuff as a kid. But, that's really the main things about me.
So I got to ask you, DC or Marvel?
Mostly Marvel, but I do read DC, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite superhero? Iron Man?
No.
Spider-Man?
No, I was an X-Men guy growing up.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I have one particular one, but I was just more into X-Men as a whole, so, yeah.
So when you get a weekend chance, do you go to some of these comic book festivals, Comic-Cons and whatnot?
I have. I've gone to Power Comics right down here from the corner.
I was going to suggest that, but I figured you already knew it.
I did. So I've been to different things, over the years, so, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh. What was your first comic book? I mean, was it all action heroes, or did you do some of the lighter comic books, the comedies?
No, it probably was Spider-Man or something like that, Spider-Man or X-Men sometime in the late 80s, I would have come across one. Mm-hmm. So right around that time, when I was probably about 8 or 9, that's when it kind of kicked off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was with you, man. I was a DC guy, though.
Okay.
Of course, we had the Justice League on TV when I was a kid, so I think that influenced it. But I wanted to be Batman.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
Still do. I don't know what we're talking about, right?
I mean, you couldn't tell me anything. My parents got me one year for Christmas this scaled down Batmobile, and they had this little, you push it back, and then you get in and kick the little switch on it, and it takes off. It was great. I had the cape, the cowl.
You still got it?
Nope, sadly not. My grandfather ran over it in the driveway.
On purpose?
Not on purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, we all had dreams, right?
Yeah, we
like
had
I said,
dreams.
We go left, we go right.
I had a decision to make, though, before that happened. What happened is I had a Mountain Dew. You know how sweet they are?
Mm-hmm.
And had just left it out, and some Yellow Jackets got there. And Batman got stung by Yellow Jackets that day and left the car out there.
Oh.
Went running to Batman's mama.
I got you.
Yeah.
Didn't he have some bat spray for that, like on the show?
I didn't have any in my utility belt. Alas, I'd left the bat spray out of the utility belt.
No, he had a lot of repellents on the
A lot of repellents.
So.
Did you see that old campy movie where he had the shark repellent? He's up there and he's getting attacked by a shark.
He sprays it. He was ready for it.
He was ready. Well, comic books are kind of a unique vibe. So did you pick up any skills of dealing with people? Did you get a little bit of a superhero complex, because you deal with people, man, and that takes a special ability.
No, that just kind of came from that just kind of innate. I've always kind of just been a people person. Mm-hmm. Talk to people, have no problem meeting new people. So that kind of happened over time in my life.
Sure. Well, from Columbia to Conway, did you guys vacation here? I mean, did you know where HTC was before you were hired?
I didn't know about HTC before I was hired. Mm-hmm. But we did come here growing up, to Myrtle Beach and everything plenty of times through life. So I knew Conway, I knew what it was, but I did not know about HTC until I moved here. That was about 5 years ago. So
did you move here and then find the job, or did you find the job and then move here?
I moved here, then found the job.
Wow. Yeah.
So, and it's been a great job so far. I've been there 4 years now at HTC, so it's been fantastic.
Have you always been in residential market development?
Essentially, so I did work for Spectrum, and I was doing sales there, and that's how I got into sales here at HTC. But
sure,
residential sales and as well as business sales, yes. So that's what kind of got me here.
Did you knock on doors?
I did.
Wow.
In Columbia, that's where I started. Residential. No. Yeah, I knocked doors. That's a job that teaches you a lot about yourself and about people.
Oh, yeah.
But it was fun. It was definitely fun. But, I had other aspirations, I suppose. That's where I am now.
Knocking on doors.
Mm-hmm.
I chatted with one of your colleagues there at HTC, and he was tasked with knocking on doors as well. And this was during COVID. He started in the fall of 2020. And I'm like going, dude, that's jumping into the fire.
I was doing that then at the time. Actually, I was kind of working out of the Sumter area when COVID hit. We took a little break because of it, but then we came back, and it was kind of weird. You knock on someone's door, you have a mask on.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you want some internet? And they're like, who are you? So it was an interesting time. I will say that, but I'm glad we got through that though.
That's great. Was that the lead-off line? Yeah. You need some internet? You want some internet?
Basically, I tell people, you don't got to overthink it. Just be like, hey, you got to say your name. What do you want? You want some internet?
Just cut to the quick.
It was a little more to it than that.
I would imagine so. I would hope so.
In general, though, I'm just saying, you look through your peephole, open your door, and I'm sitting there and half my face is covered, and you have stuff on that says who you are, but
sure,
what does that really mean?
It doesn't mean anything anymore. Yeah, sales. Did you have that ability? Were you drawn to sales ever as a kid?
Somewhat. So oddly enough, I went into, when I was in college, my degree was in marketing, so I started talking, I guess, around sales, if you will,
sure,
in business and things like that. So I really didn't know I was going to end up in sales per se. It just kind of happened through different jobs I've had in life where I had to sell stuff. And then it kind of rolled into the telecommunications part of it, and that's where I just kind of really stuck, though. So, yeah.
Well, you should be great at it. I mean, obviously, technology is a big part. Everybody consumes it. It's one of those products that everybody may think they don't want it, but they need it. It's either need or want. Both customers exist.
And at this point, most people, like you said, both, honestly. You run into a few people who don't partake when saying internet or things like that, but that's so far in between now. Everybody has it.
Sure.
And so it's just a matter of who you have it, who's providing it to you. So.
Yeah, the whole thought a while back of cutting the cable.
Mm-hmm.
And so these kids are like, I don't want cable. I want a la carte. And I thought those people were the strangest folks in the whole world. But for a company like HTC providing the internet as well and being on the forefront, I mean, it's just a no-brainer. It probably was a shot in the arm for business with the infrastructure HTC has.
I would say so. I mean, the world's kind of changing, right? Coming from cable and what that actually means, right? So traditionally, it was brought to you one way, but now, like you said, it comes to you so many different places. From HTC, from YouTube TV, Hulu, whatever you have, you can get the same stuff essentially. Just a matter of how you go about doing it. So I think the future's going to be interesting because it will change, and it's already changing. I love, kind of excited to see what it's going to look like here. We'll say 5-10 years from now.
Yeah.
What cable means to people,
Oh. Yeah, I know what it means to me. I'm still going to go down with the fight. I didn't get cable in my neighborhood until my senior year of high school, which was still a long time ago. Like I told you, man, you're way younger than me. 82 was the year I graduated high school. And I heard about cable TV. I didn't know what it was. Got it when the internet came along, though. I had to have it. I embraced it, and it has been a game changer.
It has. Were you the dial up? You remember that sound you made?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's come a long way. We at HTC we're laying fiber everywhere. We're bringing as fast as we can to the footprint here, and like I said, those speeds are coming in, and it's just great to see, kind of how far we've come and how much information we can bring to people now.
Sure. You guys are expanding into Marion County and Georgetown. So are you involved in any of that?
As far as residential, yes. I have supervised guys who do, door-to-door sales. So, Georgetown, haven't gone to Marion yet, but we as a company are going in there.
Right, that's what I hear.
So we are getting there, but, definitely Georgetown, Conway, Little River, Longs, Loris, all up and down.
Yeah. It's a big footprint. I mean, it's already, I think, the nation's largest co-op and getting bigger year by year. So,
it is. So.
For someone watching the show today or watching our interview online, would you recommend a career? I mean, you started out somewhere, but if someone's actually involved in sales and marketing, what would you say about HTC as a potential employer?
I would say it's a great employer. So, the good thing about it is it's here in Conway, right? So in previous employments, you've had a job here, then maybe your supervisors or the boss someplace, they're in another state, another city, wherever, across the country. Here I can literally go, 15 minutes up the road and see, our chief executive, or I can go see, someone in marketing. So everybody, it's close enough where you can, really collaborate. And, I would say that everybody works well together to kind of build this vision of what we're trying to do as far as, bringing, like I said, fiber and just being, big in the community as well.
Sure.
So, and I think that's also a really big part of HTC. So it's good that a lot of other companies don't really do that or do it as well.
Right.
So I would say it is a great place to work. I have no regrets. Like I said, it's been 4 years, and that was one of the best decisions I ever made. So I'm happy.
Yeah. And if you move to an area and you're new from somewhere else, there's so many avenues that HTC is plugged in community-wise, sponsoring events, having tabletop expos and stuff that you can really get a good feel of the people and where you live just by hanging out.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, I'm from Columbia, but what I learned quickly is that the community here, obviously, they've known HTC because it's been around for so long, and, they've embraced it. And, yes, there are changes they have in the other competitors now, but people still, they know. They either know somebody who worked here, does work here, different things like that. So it's good. I really do love it.
All right. Alvin, thanks for sitting down with us.
No problem.
Alvin Jones, Supervisor, Residential Market Development with HTC. I like sitting here beyond the stream and getting to know a little insight on the folks that make HTC work for us. We'll catch you next time on Beyond the Stream.